What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have something absolutely massive to talk about, something that could shift the balance of power not just in the NFC East, but possibly the entire NFL. You're not going to believe what just happened. It's official. James Cook, the electric, dual-threat running back from the Buffalo Bills, has been traded to the Dallas Cowboys in what is already being called one of the biggest deals of the NFL offseason. Yes, you heard that right. James Cook is now a Dallas Cowboy, and the internet is already exploding with reactions. Fans, analysts, and insiders alike are scrambling to make sense of this blockbuster, and we're here to break it all down for you: the details, the impact, the future, and why this deal could finally bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Dallas. So, buckle up and stay locked in. This isn't just another trade. This is a franchise-altering moment. First off, let's talk about James Cook. Coming off a breakout season with the Buffalo Bills, Cook quickly established himself as one of the most versatile running backs in the league. Known for his blazing speed, excellent vision, and soft hands, Cook was a matchup nightmare for defenses. Whether he was running between the tackles, bouncing outside for big gains, or lining up as a receiver to exploit linebackers in space, Cook consistently showed why he was a second-round pick and the younger brother of former Pro Bowl back Dalvin Cook. Last season, he put up over 1,300 yards from scrimmage and scored 9 total touchdowns, proving he could handle the workload of a feature back while also serving as an explosive playmaker in the passing game. The Cowboys, who had parted ways with Tony Pollard in free agency, were clearly in the market for a dynamic running back to take pressure off of Dak Prescott and open up the field for CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks. Enter James Cook, a younger, arguably more explosive option with fewer miles on his legs and a very bright future ahead of him. Reports indicate that the Cowboys gave up a 2025 first-round draft pick, along with a Day 3 selection and a rotational defensive lineman to make this deal happen. Some may say it's a steep price, but if the Cowboys are truly in win-now mode, which they absolutely are, it's a risk worth taking. Mike McCarthy and the front office clearly believe they have the pieces in place to make a serious Super Bowl run, and this move confirms it. Now, let's talk about how Cook fits into the Cowboys' offensive scheme. Under offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, the Cowboys are expected to run a more balanced and creative offense that leverages pre-snap motion, misdirection, and play action to keep defenses guessing. James Cook fits this mold perfectly. His ability to contribute on both first and third downs, to catch passes out of the backfield, and to be split out wide as a receiver makes him an invaluable asset for Schottenheimer's playbook. This isn't just a plug-and-play addition, this is a weapon who changes how defenses will prepare for Dallas week in and week out. And let's not forget what this means for Dak Prescott. With the addition of Cook, Dak now has another elite skill position player to rely on. In recent years, one of the biggest criticisms of the Cowboys has been their inability to surround Dak with enough playmakers, especially in the postseason. That narrative could finally be changing. With Cook in the backfield, defenses can't simply drop 2 safeties deep and key in on CeeDee Lamb. They have to respect the run game and be ready for screen passes, delayed handoffs, and even jet sweep motions involving Cook. This opens up the entire field for the Cowboys' offense and gives Dak a security blanket he can rely on in crunch time. And don't underestimate what Cook brings to the locker room. By all accounts, he's a high-character guy, a tireless worker, and someone who genuinely wants to win. That kind of energy can be contagious in a locker room that's hungry for a championship. Players like Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs have already reacted positively to the news on social media, with Micah tweeting, "Let's go. We all in." That kind of excitement is infectious and tells you everything you need to know about how this move is being received internally. On the flip side, let's talk about the Buffalo Bills for a moment. It's not easy to part ways with a young, ascending star like James Cook, especially when your franchise is still trying to reach the Super Bowl. But the Bills clearly made this decision with the future in mind. Whether it's a cap space consideration, a belief in their young depth at the position, or a desire to add more draft capital for a future rebuild, the Bills were willing to make a bold move. They'll now lean more heavily on their committee of backs, including Damian Harris and rookie Ray Davis, but make no mistake, this trade leaves a sizable hole in their offense. Losing Cook means losing a lot of explosiveness and flexibility, and that could impact Josh Allen's ability to carry this team through the postseason. But let's swing it back to Dallas, because that's what we're here for. This trade not only enhances the Cowboys' offense, but it also sends a message to the rest of the league: Dallas is going all in. No more excuses. No more "we'll wait and see." This is it. The front office has put the chips on the table and made it clear they expect to compete for a championship now. And honestly, they should. With a defense led by Micah Parsons, a shutdown corner like Trayvon Diggs, and now an offense featuring Dak, CD, Cook, and a steadily improving offensive line, this roster has few weaknesses. The addition of James Cook could very well be the missing piece to finally get this team over the hump. But of course, we have to acknowledge the pressure. With great talent comes great expectations. This move will raise the bar not just for the players, but for the coaching staff as well. Mike McCarthy, in particular, will now be under intense scrutiny. If this team underperforms, fingers will be pointed quickly. But for now, let's enjoy the optimism. The Cowboys just added one of the most exciting young players in the NFL, and the buzz around the team is electric. From fantasy football enthusiasts to die-hard Cowboys fans, everyone wants to see how James Cook will be utilized in this new-look offense. Will he be the featured bell cow? Will he split carries with Rico Dowdle or a veteran backup? Will he line up in the slot like a Christian McCaffrey type? These are questions we'll be exploring all off-season long, and we'll be bringing you all the updates right here on the channel. And let's not overlook the marketing and branding impact. James Cook is a young star with charisma and style, and putting him in a market like Dallas, America's team, elevates his profile instantly. You can bet jersey sales will skyrocket, endorsement deals will roll in, and his presence alone will draw more media coverage to every Cowboys game. This isn't just a football move. It's a business move, and a smart one at that. From Jerry Jones' perspective, adding another star player fits right into his philosophy of building a team that's not only competitive on the field but captivating off it. So what's next? The Cowboys still have a few roster holes to fill. Expect them to look for depth on the offensive line, possibly another tight end to complement Jake Ferguson, and maybe a veteran corner to add insurance behind Diggs and Bland. But the biggest splash has already been made. The NFL world is watching, and the Cowboys have everyone's attention. This move will dominate headlines for weeks to come, and training camp is going to be must-see TV. Fans will be packing the stands to catch a glimpse of Cook in his new threads, and you can be sure that every major sports network will have analysts debating whether this move makes the Cowboys true contenders. For now, the answer looks like a resounding yes. So Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Was this the right move? Is James Cook the guy to finally bring another Super Bowl back to Dallas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. And if you haven't already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update. We'll be following this story every step of the way, from press conferences to preseason highlights, from fantasy projections to playoff predictions. This is a new era for the Dallas Cowboys, and we're going to experience every moment of it together. Thank you for watching, thank you for your passion, and as always, go Cowboys!